from Brazilian, like Portuguese speakers, like Brazil, Portugal, Angola, Mozambique, some countries in Africa that speak Portuguese. And now, after like 3 years ago, I started singing in Spanish, so I reached some Latin audience, and now I'm starting to do things in English a little bit more.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I just watched, Anitta has a documentary on Netflix. If you guys are on here, watch her documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, it's VAI Anitta. It's called like Vai Anitta. It's like come, oh go Anitta. Yeah. Not come like.
That's what it is. No, don't like that. No. We know. If they know you, they know you. No.
That could be this one too. It matches with me too.
So listen, Anitta, like, you know, for me, like, you know.
So did you watch it? What did you think?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, right? 100%. Because what we do on this, we keep it 100%. I went to Brazil with Quavo, right? I had no idea who Anitta was, right? Usually I know but like it was the concert. We met a lot of the people, and then I told my girlfriend, I said, "Babe, I just met this girl named Anitta." She's like, "Anitta? You met Anitta? Like she's the biggest ever." I'm like, "How did you know?"
So your girlfriend knew when you told her?
Yeah, she knew who you were. I didn't know who you were. She knew.
Good.
And that was the thing where it's like you always say like you got all these followers, and like one thing I'll say about you, like when I met you and you hung out with me and my girlfriend, like you were acting like a regular person. You were asking us what we needed. You know what I mean? We weren't the people like, and that's one thing where I say you're going to be the biggest superstars, because you don't treat people as if you're a superstar. You treat people as if you're the janitor, or if you're the mic tech, or if you're the DJ. You act like you're not the biggest superstar internationally in the world. And like, I want to say one thing about that is that people need to see how you move and operate, because you're just you. You don't care what somebody has or does not have. Like, if vibrationally, if you like a person, you're going to be friends. And that's how we became so cool. Like, we're just talking.
Thank you.
Not 100%. That needs to be known. That needs to be known, because it's a lot of talent out in the world right now that's like, they treat people as if they're here and everybody else is here. You treat everyone as if they're you. And like,
I think it's because I believe that like a roller coaster. You can be here today and you can be there, and tomorrow you can fall again and be big again. So I don't know. I just don't like to treat people by who they are. I just like to be exactly the way I would like them to be with me, not about what I have or who I am, you know? So I just like to be that way. And I think that when we treat people like that, we bring people for our side that only care about what we have. We don't, when we are like that, I don't think people have real people around them when they are like that with everyone, you know?
100%. Like, that's
they
the
will
biggest
always
thing.
have like this people sucking your ass. I hate it.
100%. Everybody in their circle has a yes man. Like, people like if I'm an athlete, hey, I'm gonna jump off this bridge. The yes man gonna be like, hey, jump off the bridge. You can do it. Like, no, you're gonna die if you jump off the bridge. What are you doing? And like, you're a prime example of it's like, you
sometimes I do it on
like,
purpose. When I notice that the person's like that, I just do it on purpose. I'm like, do that. And the person doesn't, I'm like, you're so dumb. Bye.
And that's what I say. It's the reason why I say that you're going to be the best at what you do, is because it's not, I mean, you're beautiful, you're talented, you have personality. Like, it's not just that, it's that you're a real person. You adapt to any circumstance that you're in.
Just like everyone.
You fart, you take dumps, you do all that, right?
I poop, I take my shit. Exactly like you.
Exactly. And that's why I always say, like,
your friend is like, what the fuck is this girl?
No, he gets it. He's real too. And that's why he's here. It's like, he's a real person. He takes dumps. He does those things. And it's like, my thing is this. you got the Anitta, you have your show on Netflix, right? And it's
Yeah.
like the average person in the States might not know that who you are, what you do. It's like you came from nothing. The only reason you started speaking English is because you're a mom. You weren't even going to speak English.
Yeah, so not because my mom speaks, okay, just for everyone
She
to know.
told you to do it though, right?
Yeah,
It was
no,
a documentary,
she's starting. My mom's starting to learn right now because she's like, I bring so many foreign people, like American people here, that she get lost sometimes, and so she decided to learn English. But basically, here in Brazil, if you're not born rich or with money or with good conditions, I don't know, you just don't have that much opportunity to learn another language or learn culture things like music, dance, arts. So for you to learn this type of things, you need to really run after, you need to really find your own way. And that's basically what I show in my Netflix series. I'm also a crazy girl. I like to
No, you're
talk
crazy.
about
No, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're good though. You're crazy, but it's good. You
I like to
yourself
talk
though.
about crazy things. I like to have fun. That's me also. But I like to show my other side too, which is this one that opened my own company, managed myself for years here in Brazil. Now I finally got a person to work with me. But for all of these years, I was doing the whole job myself. So
Everything
that's
was your
what I
stuff.
show.
So you were an international superstar, and you were doing everything on your own.
Yeah, I learned English. I learned Spanish. Spanish I learned by myself, but English was basically my mom. We were super poor, but
Wait, wait,
she
wait, wait,
was.
wait, wait. What is super? Define to the people that are on here right now.
Do
What
you
does
know?
super poor mean?
Yeah, no. I mean, okay. My family was humble. Do you know what is a favela?
Favela.
Have you
I know
seen
what
the
it is,
favela?
but the average person doesn't know what a favela is.
Okay, so a
Explain that.
favela is like the ghetto of Brazil. It's like those mountains, the slums,
Yeah.
the mountains with house, and that's the type of world I come from, of place that I was born in Brazil, that I was raised. So we were humble in this kind of things. We had no like opportunities or for great education, for example. So my mom was always, I mean, she didn't have access to all of that. So she used to tell us how important all of these things were. And she kind of obligated me to learn English.
Like
She used to lie for an English course to that she had money to pay, but she actually didn't have. So every month they were like charging her like, "Where's the money?" And she was like, I'm gonna pay. But then when I became a singer, I paid.
Yeah.
But that was and obligating me to learn English, and now I know how to speak thanks to her.
Well, you speak great, fluent. Like you speak fluent. Like you speak very good.
Thank you.
But
I
that's
studied
why
a lot.
I
studied a lot.
And that's why I said, I don't like Tim when we cut off. Tim was like, "Yo, you tell everybody they're the best." I'm like, it just so happens that the people that are in my circle are really the best. Like Tim Anderson, that's my guy. It's my family. He's the best player in baseball. He was the batting champ.
But I'm saying this because every friend that you introduced me, you say it's the best borough in the world.
Anita, where did we go when you came to LA? I said I want you to come to a birthday, and whose birthday was it?
It doesn't matter. Don't say names here.
I won't say names.
But you were like, he's the best actor in the world.
Is he the best?
And I was like, okay. And he was like, no, he's the best actor. Look at the world. He is the best actor.
And look.
Okay. And then he was like, and you were the best singer. And I was like, I'm not.
Hey, for everybody out there, Anitta came to LA. She's an international superstar, like I said. She came to LA. We talked. She's like, "Hey, I'm in LA. Let's hang out. Like, let's do some stuff." I'm like, "Oh, great timing. One of my good friends is having a birthday party. You should come because you should meet him." And then you're like, "Does he know who I am?" I'm like, "Yo, you're the biggest superstar in the world. Like, everyone knows who you are." He's like, no, Anita's like, no, I don't want to go because if I go, they might not let me in the club. I'm like, yo, you're Anitta. You're like the biggest superstar. So we go to a party, and my good friend is Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is probably, arguably, one of the best young actors, one of the best actors in business right now. That's not like a thing where Michael B. Jordan is probably the best actor.
I agree, but I mean, I'm just saying that, or number one, or you have the best people as your friends, or you just love your friends like you think they are the fucking best, you know?
Hey, listen,
I don't know.
Anitta, this is how it is. If somebody is your friend, right? I consider you like my sister. You're my family. So if I ever talk to anybody, I'm gonna say she's the best. If this is my family, Tim Anderson, if this is my friend and we're friends, I'm gonna make him be bigger, be the best.
I've had problems. I don't know. If the person is not the best, I'm not gonna say the person is the best. I'm gonna say the person is good, or I'm gonna tell the person, like, I broke up some friendships because I was honest and I said to my friend, like, you're not that good. You're good in that. You're not good in that. You know?
No. Anitta, I really say it. Like, Tim, he was the best batter in business.
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that you probably love your friends like a lot. I'm just saying that I've broken some friendships of mine because this friend wanted to be a singer and he was like asking me how was it, and I was like, you're not good as a singer. You were good as a the other profession that he had, and I was cool. I helped him with the profession that I thought he was good, but he wanted to be something that he's not good. And 10 years later, nothing happened to him. But I mean, he got pissed,
and that's why you're the best. I mean, tell him what's real.
I didn't want to break his heart. I just said that he would be sad because he was going to keep trying something that was not going to happen. And didn't happen.
Exactly.
After 10 years, he stopped talking to me. We're not friends anymore, and nothing happened.
Exactly. Okay. That's good. Okay. I like that. It's the realness. And that's what makes you who you are. So listen, there's a ton of girls on here. There's a ton of little girls. There's a ton of women. There's a ton of everyone, right? Like you said, you were in the favelas. Like, I've been to the favelas in Brazil. Like, I know you gotta take, like, it's not the greatest of circumstances. How do you get the mindset or the mental to say, you know what? No matter what my circumstances are, no matter if I can even wake up and have water or cereal or whatever, if I can't have it or I can't have it, like, how do you take your mind off of being able to elevate past everything?
So I think that the number one thing is my family. I have a big family, and they are always with me. My brother works with me. My mom is always around. She lives with me. So they are always together, and they are big, like 15 people always around.
You got
and they are super humble, and we are Latin. So Latin blood is like, we are always together.
Tight. Always.
Yeah. And they never let me forget who I am, where did I come from. But I don't know, if you ask me what made me believe that I was gonna win, that everything was gonna happen, I don't know. I was born like that. Even my family, my brother, my mother, all of them, my father, they were like looking at me. I was trying things so hard. I was like believing and telling them, like, I'm gonna be the biggest singer and this and that. And sometimes they used to look at me and be like, hey, daughter, let's find an option B. What's the option B? And I used to say, there's no option B. There's no plan B. I'm going to be the singer. 100%. I'm going to be rich as fuck and famous and this and that. And they were like, oh, okay. They were like, but I mean, they didn't believe that was going to happen that much and that big. Yeah. But everything that I needed, anything that I needed, they supported me.
100%.
Even if they were like, you know?
They were like, Exactly.
But
And
they were there like clapping hands to me in the show. You know,
exactly.
like in the favela, a concert for 3 people. The 3 people were there.
3 people. Exactly.
I've been there like singing for 2, 3 people, and they were like, "Yeah, that was
And that's
great.
the
You
biggest
killed
thing.
it." And I was like, "That was a piece of shit." They were like, "No." So they supported me.
I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? Like, you know, when you have a vision, right? And you have a vision, and you know, Anitta, you're a singer. Only you can have that vision that you have, right? And like, you stuck with that vision. You didn't hear, like, I look at that vision, like, if you see my hand, right? If my hand is Anitta, right? And like Anita's like, I'm gonna make it big, right? And then people are saying, hey, you can't make it. You can easily go like this, right? And be out the picture. But if you're like, I'm Anitta,
Yeah.
I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, and then bow, you're here.
Yeah, sometimes you almost go to this place like that's not gonna happen. You almost go there, but then I don't know. I just believed so hard. I just had this in my mind. Like I was pretty sure. You know a funny story that I always tell. When I was a teenager, I was like obsessed. I still am. I love going out. Okay, you know I love going out. I'm like obsessed party. I love partying. I'm a party girl, and I was like that since I was a little girl. So when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I used to like when I was on vacations of school, they were like every single day I wanted to go out, like
Every
Sunday
day?
to Sunday, from Sunday to Sunday. But I was great on school. I had like I was the #1 student. I used to have like the biggest how do you guys say in
GPA.
America?
GPA.
Okay, because in Brazil it's numbers. Like you got numbers like 10.
Yeah, the biggest like grade point average.
Yeah, the rate for the tests and
Where
everything.
were you at? What number were you?
I was like every time 9, 10, 9, 10. I was like fucking crazy. I love studying. So, but when I was in a fucking break, I wanted to go out every day because I was a good student. I studied. I worked hard for that. So I just wanted to live my life as a teenager that I was and kiss some guys and girls, whatever. So my mom, she used to say, no, you're going out every day. Who do you think you are? And I told her, Mom, there's going to be one day that you will want me to go out and I will not be able to go out because I will be so famous. So famous.
Wow, that's crazy.
I won't be able to go out in the street. And my mom was like, shut up, idiot. Go to your room full of bullshit. Go, don't tell me you're going to be famous and this and that. And then nowadays, sometimes she saw me working so hard. And she came to me and was like, hey, daughter, you should take a break and go out a little bit. And I was like, now you tell me this. I told you that was going to happen. I told you. And she was like, oh my God. She remembered and she was like, I didn't think you're going to remember that shit.
But you did it. And it's a prime example. CJ McCollum, a good friend of mine, was just on before you. And he talked about when he was a kid, he said, you know, his good friend was like, there's no way you can make $100 million playing basketball. He's like, I'm going to make $100 million. I want to make more. I want to do this. And he really, truly believed it. And he didn't allow people to make him go here or here. It's the same thing with you. Like, it's no reason why you're the biggest international superstar in the world because as a kid,
that was not you. That millions of dollars person was not you.
Huh? Say what?
The $1 million guy was not you of the story?
No, it wasn't. Hey, look.
I thought it was. I was going to start asking you some presents.
No, so for him, he was a kid. He was like, his best friend was like, hey, you know, his agent, his manager was like, hey, you can make like a couple $1 million, but there's no way you can make $100 million. And he was like, hey, I'm going to make $100 million. And I believe it, and I'm going to do it. And the next thing you know, he signed a deal for $106 million. And it's like, you're a prime example of that. You were never a person that said, Mom, I'm going out, I'm partying, I'm gonna do this, I'm whatever, and you did, and you had your vision. Like, you just always accepted your vision. Same with Tim. Tim always believed, like, you know, I'm gonna make it. Like, for me, I'm gonna make it. I can do it. And like, that's the easiest
Where you from,
Tim?
Where you from?
Alabama, Tuscaloosa.
Oh, I've never been.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different. It's different. Ain't nothing that is different.
No, I love different. I'm from Honório Gurgel.
I've never been there. I never exactly never been there.
It's also different.
It's different, big different. So Anitta, I got another question for you. So listen, okay, you just started singing and speaking English for the last 2 to 4 years, correct? Is that valid to say that?
Yeah. No, okay. 4 no, 2, 3 years.
2, 3. I tried to give you extra. I said 2 to 4. I tried to give you like more. Okay, that's what I do. You're good friend, your best friend. I gotta give you more. That's what I do. Okay, 2 years. If there's any artists in your states that you could work with, that you haven't, you've worked with a lot of people. I know, like you pop. So if there's some person that you have or haven't worked with, who is that person that you would love to work with? In music and sports. It could be sports. It could be anything. Who would you want to collaborate with?
Okay, so there was this person that I already worked with, which is Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Which is, I never thought in my life that I was going to work with like Heart.
Right? Cool. Heart.
Right, cool. I've never thought I was going to work with him. And Snoop and Pharrell, I was like shocked when I worked with them. Like they were like when I got to them, for me it was like, okay, I hope nothing else. I wish nothing else. I'm complete. I'm done. I'm like satisfied.
Yeah, they're one of the top in the game. Like, you know, Pharrell and Snoop. Like, if you think hip hop, you think production, you think Snoop and Pharrell. But it's like how we met was like Quavo. Quavo's a new artist. Like, he's a newer, like, hip hop, like, taking over the genre. And it's like, Quavo's a good friend of mine. You're a good friend of mine. Like, I want to hear the Quavo Anitta song happen.
Quavo is the biggest one. Who's the best one? Quavo male, Quavo female, Anitta.
Quavo, you hear it here. The biggest international superstar in the world, Anitta, my good friend, who I always say that could probably be the biggest in the world, and she always says, stop saying that. And I always say, you can be the biggest. I'm not going to say names or who I say, but I believe you're going to be the biggest. Anitta, I just want to say, like, thank you so much for coming on. Like, uninterrupted, we thank you. Like, you know, like, we're just super grateful that you are on here and, like, that we can see you. Is that a Gucci shirt you have on?
No, it's Burberry.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. You always got some extra. Like, super thankful for you to come on. Like, you didn't have to do this. We'll talk later on House Party. But, like, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. And, like,
okay, let's talk
to
some
inspire
shit on House
all
Party
the girls.
later.
Huh?
Let's talk some shit on House Party later.
We will. But listen, when we close out, Anita. See, that's how real Anita is, y'all. She's real. She's the biggest in the world. She's like, let's talk some shit later. But listen, I want to leave the girls. You know what? Leave the younger generation. I don't care about the older generation. Like, you know, if you're 30 plus, if you don't got it now, it's over for you. I want to talk to the people that are 20 and below. What's something that you can say to them that can inspire them to reach their goals and to really be who you are or bigger than who you are? Because y'all started from the bottom. You weren't even a baseball player. You weren't even trying to be a singer. You were in the favelas. And then you're an international superstar, Anitta. And Tim, you're the best player in baseball. What can you tell your fans on how to stay on that vibe?
I think that they shouldn't listen too much for what people say. Like, if you stop too much to listen to other people's opinion, like, oh, you're not gonna get this, you're not gonna get that, you fail. You will mess up your mind so much, and you should not do something. Also, you should not do something thinking about money, but actually think about your dream, about why do you love so much doing whatever you want to do. So in this journey, you're gonna see a lot of people trying to take you out of your way or of what you
Always.
believe, or also trying to tell you how to get there.
Yep.
And there's no formula.
There's no formula.
Everyone has
No
a
formula.
particular life, and you can't compare your journey to another person's journey. Like, I can't compare my work with another singer work.
You can't compare your
because
world to Beyonce. You can't.
I can't because it's other timing, other country, other education, other everything. So you can't compare yourself to other ones and put yourself down comparing to other people's journeys. You need to focus on yourself and create your own way to get there. There's no formula. If someone comes to you and say, oh, that's not the right way to do it, that's the right way to do it. You just should say, like, hey, I'm gonna create my way to do it, and then someone will follow my way to do
100%.
probably one day.
Anitta.
So
Oh my God.
that's it.
Thank you so much for saying that. We love you. Thank you for coming. Come back
Thank
whenever.
you.
We love you. Jermaine, come here. Say hi to Nina. Come here, Jermaine. So
Bye.
hurry. We gotta get
Is she
off.
maked up tonight too?
Yeah, we're on house party tonight. All right.
Bye.
We love you, Anitta. Thank you so much for
I
coming.
love you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
That was good. I can't believe she